welcome back to Unicorn Dust Design. It is your girl, Sammy, and on this channel we do DIYs, wood signs, upcycles, and there's always tons of laughter. I can guarantee that. Today is the last Tuesday of the month, which means Try It Tuesday is here. Y'all love this challenge, so I cannot wait to show you who inspired me, and I wanted to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. And with that said, let's go ahead and get right into these DIYs. Guys, so we are going to start off with this inspiration. This is DIY Kareem, and oh my gosh, I saw this video and saw this cloche and knew I had to try my best to recreate it. So let me show you how I did it. Okay, so we are going to take this plastic charger from Dollar Tree. We're going to take one of these waste baskets from Dollar Tree, and we are going to clip the bottom of the waste basket out. Now, don't throw that bottom out. We could use that later. I was thinking like, I don't know, like a spider web or something like that. So I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to grab some floral wire. Now, I highly recommend getting some stronger floral wire. This is the Dollar Tree one, and I can honestly say that it broke on me 3 times. So what you're going to do is you're going to first string this through, and right here I'm just making a starting point. So I looped it, attached it. Now I'm going to string it through every other hole in the top of this basket. Now I want to say after like 3 or 4 times of weaving in and out is when I start pulling the basket. So like you'll see, if this doesn't stop getting caught up. Hold on, there we go. Now I start cinching it together. Now this basket is super thin, so it's easy to mold. It is easy to form into what you want. So I just keep weaving it through, and after like about 4 times, then I will pull my wire and push the basket together. You see how I'm pushing it? Now this is further along. This is also when I break my wire. Now this would have probably turned out amazing if I could have completely closed the top of this. Now, see, it broke, and I had to kind of try and weave it back through, and yeah. So if you go to her channel, I'll leave the link down in the description box for this video. She does it a little bit slower, and her tutorial on it is probably better than mine, let's face it. And hers turns out so good. But anyways, I do my best. I don't quit, and I tighten this up. After I'm done tightening up the top and kind of playing around with the formation, which the formation actually turns out really good, then I take that same floral wire, I put some wooden beads on there, and then I will kind of just twist it together on the bottom. Now I'm going to feed it through the top. Now this would have turned out like so much more stable if I could have closed the top of this wire basket, but there was a big hole up there, so you know, is what it is. All right, next, you guys, I got the IOD bird molds. The wonderful women over at Iron Orchid Designs sent these my way. If you would like any of these, I will leave a website, their website, where you can find a local vendor to order them. But they are absolutely amazing. This was my first time using them, so I'm coating them with cornstarch right here so that they don't stick. I can definitely say they didn't come out perfectly, but that's okay. Like I said, it was my first time using them. Here's the clay. This is also IOD brand, and I am just pushing it in there. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a learning process. So put those in there. I smooth them out. Then I put the silicone mold upside down. I get my birds out, trying not to destroy them in the process. And next I'll take my craft knife and I just cut around the birds. And y'all, these birds are so beautiful. When they emailed me, they're like, is there anything specific? And the bird molds were like the only thing specific I asked for. So I did crack my big bird a little bit, but like I said, it was my first time. So I wanted to stick the bird on the basket. I used my Star Bond because I knew it'd be the least messy. And you guys, this worked so well. So I spray the basket with my accelerator because it essentially allows this to like dry instantaneously. The bird stays on there. I mean, she ain't coming off, or he. Don't know. Doesn't matter, right? Okay. So now I'm taking the charger plate. These two little guys, they dried overnight because, you know, I had to go pick up the kids from school. So I think if they would have been still like dry, they would have molded to the plate a little bit more. But again, I take my star bonds, I attach them with the star bond in the accelerator so that it here. These birds are seriously so gorgeous. I'm looking at the charger plate right now and I can't get over it. Next, I spray painted this with matte black by Rust-Oleum. Right here, I'm taking my clear wax by Waverly. I rub it all around the plate. Well, I shouldn't have done that because it didn't really give me the effect I wanted. So right here, we're taking cinnamon and I'm sprinkling the cinnamon all around because I want a faux rust look. Well, when I do it this way, which I said I rubbed in the wax, it wasn't wet enough for it to adhere. So as I'm showing you right here, I got a brush, put the wax on it while the wax was still very damp. I sprinkled the cinnamon and then I patted over the cinnamon again. And this definitely gave me a better faux rust effect. It's gorgeous once you see it on the plate. And then I do the same thing for the outside cloche. I put it on the beads, I put it on the actual basket itself. Then I put it on our bird, and then I just kind of, whatever excess is on there, I get a dry chippy brush and just kind of brush it off here. And you don't have to coat over that because the wax is sealing it up for you. It's holding it in there. So after we're done with this, I mean, that's it, you guys. We are absolutely done, and this came out so gorgeous. This is going to stay in my home, and you guys, ooh, do you see like the rest on the left side of the plate? The birds look, don't these look like iron? This came out way better than I could have imagined. And thank you so much for the inspiration, DIY Kareem, because I wouldn't have tried this any other way. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, you guys. So that was the first DIY. And if you can't tell, I'm so jonesing off of like last Saturday's crime and craft video, and I wanted to keep up with the Halloween DIYs because last year I only did 2 videos. And I love decorating for Halloween. I know it's not everybody's jam, but maybe you can take these, the bones of them, and they'll inspire you to create other fall DIYs. So today is Try It Tuesday, and this is an amazing challenge because it allows other creators to showcase the people that inspired them. So for me today, I will be showing you the people that inspired me with their Halloween DIYs. I will be linking either like their videos, their channel. If I like find them on Facebook or Pinterest, I'll link their blog. And that's what it's all about. It's really about giving that shout out and that recognition to all these amazing creative people out there in the world that maybe you don't know about yet. So I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you check the playlist down below in my description box. I'll also try and remember to pin it in the comments because hopefully there will be a lot of other creators joining me in this challenge today. And I hope you find some creators that you want to subscribe to. So with that said, let's go ahead and get back into these Halloween DIYs. Our next DIYs were inspired by Canterbury Cottage. I have become obsessed with her channel. I watch it all the time, and she is just so beyond creative that I had to try these out. So we grabbed these pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I mean, we've all seen them. I cut one of them in half with my table saw. Leave 3. I was trying to really just use all of the ones that I had left because I loved these so much. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up, and then I'm not going to put you through the torture, but I paint one of the big ones black. I do the orange one, Waverly and pumpkin, and then the cream colored one in cashew as well by Waverly. For these smaller pumpkins, I do 1 orange and 1 black. Now, I don't really know why I painted all. No, I know why. So that we have a finished product. Okay, you guys, why have I never been on graphicfairy.com? When I saw her video, I was like, you know what, I'll go on there. I'll try it. And 1, the designs are beautiful. 2, there's no like gimmick. Like it's not like, oh, you have to send me your email and then I'll give you the free thing. Or like there's no like you have to click this link for this, or whatever. It is just absolutely free. There are some things you have to pay for, but for the most part, these images are free and they're absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to cut all of these images out. And can I say that I looked up Halloween images and I just thought this was like it. And then after I choose my images, I realized there's pages upon pages of them. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm going to be on there all the time now. Anyways, okay, enough about graphic fairy. We are going to go ahead and cut all of our images out. Then we're going to take some Mod Podge. I'm going to put that on our pumpkin. Now, I've realized that as I keep doing this with Mod Podge, the lighter the bottom coat is, like the first coat, the less like wrinkling you're going to get out of your projects. And then you can kind of go like heavy if you want on top, but I definitely realize the lighter the coat, the less wrinkles and stuff you're going to get. So I apply these on there and then I do the same thing with my lady. This lady is so cute. Her costume, I want to say it's a fox. She has like, I think it's like a fox head on top of her head. It's so pretty. I loved these graphics. So then I'm going to get the little pumpkins and I printed off of these labels and I'll save the rest of them for later, but I thought they were pretty fitting. So one of them says like charmed morsels. The other one says witch's brew. So I do the same thing. I apply them with, I put Mod Podge down below. Now I'm going to coat all of them on the top. Now I plan on selling mine in my booth, but you can also use a glue stick to adhere these as well. So now that after that's all done, it definitely needed more detail and dimension. So I got black and I went around the edges of all of these here. It just made it pop, I think, a little bit more. And then I got whatever was left on the brush and went over my sides. I do that with all of the colored pumpkins. And then for the black pumpkin, I go ahead and get the cashew color and do the same thing by distressing it. And I'm going to show you all of this step by step. Step by step. Just kidding. Oh, I hope I don't get monetized. Is that like too much? I don't know. Okay. So like I said, then I get the black ones and then I go over and I distress the sides of these two. Now she uses sticks. Funny enough, I couldn't find any sticks in my front yard. So I am taking my antique wax that I mixed with water. These finials that I got at Walmart, they came in an 8-pack. There's like 4 of these small ones and 4 of the big ones for, I don't remember how much, 3 something. And we're going to use these as our toppers. They actually end up looking like super cute on top. And then I'm going to take my Star Bond, attach those to the top. And we are going to start decorating after this. Now, let me say, yeah, I had to grab everything I owned to figure out what I wanted to do. So this took like the longest amount of time was accessorizing them. I got these bead wire things that I found at a garage sale. They were not long enough to like wrap around the finials, so I had to get my Star Bonds and adhere them, and then I accessorized them with Spanish moss. Now I have to say, Canterbury Cottage, like I look at her videos and I'm like, I wish I was that talented. I wish that I had the thought process that she did. She has her creativeness. You guys really need to check out her channel. She might not be like your style decor wise, but the things that you'll learn from her and the way she gets your mind working on the different things she uses for her DIYs is just extraordinary. I really enjoy her channel. Definitely go down and check it out. Let her know I sent you. Okay, so I finished all of these up. I glue the bigger pumpkin and the smaller pumpkin together on 2 of them. And look at how gorgeous. These came out so good. Oh my gosh. I love, love, love them. And they're so easy to make, except for all the accessorizing on the top. I call them accessorizing, okay? And these will definitely be in my booth or on my website. Haven't decided. But look at how gorgeous these turned out. I love the bright colors. I wish the witch's brew, I would have like either torn it or something. It looks too straight, but these came out so gorgeous. The graphics are amazing, and I hope you guys like them as much as I do. All right, this one's also from Canterbury Cottage, and she actually didn't even do a tutorial on this. She just mentioned the Apothecary glass and that she made it with her Cricut, and I was like, why didn't I think of that? So it's super easy too. 11 by 14 frame from Dollar Tree. They do have glass, and you guys, the frame is actually matte black, so you don't even really have to do anything, but you know I have to do something. So I'm going to do the candle distressing. Now, I've learned as I've continued to try this is that you need to put on a lot of the candle wax. You need to, okay? So I put on a healthy coat of the candle wax. This is just my linen smelling candle from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take Pumpkin by Waverly, put one coat all over. Don't forget to get the sides and the insides of your frame. Once this dries, we are going to take our packing tape. You're going to put the packing tape over it. Now, this is going to pull up wherever that paint has touched that wax. And I'm going to show you a closer image. It just comes out beautiful. And you guys, I did not get this right on my first time. This has taken me quite a few times to really like grasp how to do it. And I love it. It's beautiful and it's not messy either. So I'm going to continue to do that all around this frame. I love the way that this looks. And then we're going to go ahead and clean our glass out so that it is prepped for our vinyl. Here we go. Any day now. Oh yeah. In case you guys didn't know how to clean glass, this is how you clean it. Okay, let's go over to the Cricut. All right, you guys. So we're going to come over here to uploads. I found this image on Google. I am planning on using it for personal uses, so don't worry. I'm going to click upload image. Then I'm going to grab my image from wherever I put it. So this says pose dead and breakfast. All right, so now it's going to ask you like simple, are the lines moderate? Is it super complicated? I'm just going to click simple because it's black, it's white. I know the details aren't going to cut. Now you're going to click, there's a little T mark there. You're going to click all the dead space, the stuff that you do not want the vinyl cutter to pick up. So you can see I'm going like in between like the D, the little holes in the B, all of that stuff. Now, when you get to the top where Po is, it is so tiny. I can't get in between those letters. So we're gonna work with it, okay? So after I'm done getting all of those spaces out, I'm gonna click continue. I think maybe, I don't know. I'm doing a voiceover over this, so we'll see what I do here. Okay, did I click everything? Everything's clicked. There we go. So continue. Now I'm going to click the cut image. I don't want to print it. I want to cut it with my vinyl machine. So I'm going to hit the green button, and then it's going to take a little bit to process. It's uploading your picture. And then here we go. It's right here for us. We're going to click it. And then we're going to insert it into our design space. Now I'm going to blow this up just a little bit. I'm going to unlock it, blow it up. As you can see, pose is not very clear, and we know why. I could not click it. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup this. No, do I ungroup it? Yeah, I ungroup it. Oh, no. It's, sorry, I'm bad. I'm going to highlight it. We're going to go press contour. Okay, because this is all one image, so I can't ungroup it. Then I'm going to go and find the little pieces, the P, the E, the S in pose. I'm going to click those. And now when I exit out, it's gone. Okay, so now we can go in and edit it. And I'm just going to put pose. I'm going to size it, take it down to size here. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to put that in there. I will highlight the entire thing and group and weld it together. And then we are going to cut it on our Maker 3 machine. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to take our vinyl piece. I am using permanent vinyl. I'm using vinyl ease transfer tape that is in my Amazon store link down in the description box, as well as this vinyl. So all we're doing is we're gonna put it on the glass. I tried to get it as, oh my gosh, you guys. I'm a mess, but like I've learned not to get so upset by things like this and just say like, okay, chill out, take your time, just pick the letters up. All is not lost because I'm like, I'm not going back there and cutting another one, weeding it out, wasting all of this transfer. No. So I'm just like, take a minute, chill out. You could do it. You could save this project. And I think we need to remember that while crafting, y'all. All right. So then I get it on there. It definitely is like kind of crooked. I'm not going to lie, but that's okay because it still looks amazing. You could do this with, so imagine having like a cemetery image on here and then putting a light in the background. That would look cool. Okay, so right here, you guys, I put hot glue in the frame. I don't recommend doing that because it puts a barrier in between, so it like leaves a gap. So then I was like, okay, the glass should go down and then I should put the hot glue on top of it where it touches the frame. This works a lot better. Oh yeah, and take the little prongs out before you do this. I had to just bend mine down and make it work. But anyways, anywho, this is all. And look at how good it looks. It just looks so like clean. It looks upscale. I love the candle distressing on the frame. It just works so perfectly with the picture. And there's just so many possibilities. So many with these images. All right, you guys, our last DIY I saw from Michelle's Cozy Home. This was actually the first thing I saw when I was like searching for DIY Halloween stuff to do for this video. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I have to do it. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to take this sign apart. Then we're going to take Beadboard by DIY Paint. And this is a clay-based paint. I have quickly fallen in love with it. It dries so matte. I love it. I will leave the link for Bree's website down in the description box if you want to check out this paint. So I'm going to do a messy coat per usual. And then we are going to go in with my antique water here that I used earlier. Now, she actually, which I couldn't reference my phone because I work from my phone, she actually, I believe, does black around the edges, which I kind of like better because it helped it pop a lot more. But I do like this. It definitely goes with like the whole vibe and everything. So we'll see. We'll see. I like it. I like it. Do you like it? Okay. Now we're taking our little jack-o'-lanterns. I'm going to paint them with Pumpkin by Waverly. Then getting that antique water again. I'm just kind of going over it. I don't want it to look as bright. I want it to be a little bit more dingy, I guess you can say. And we are going to continue to do that for the second one. Then taking our witches hats, I'm going to fill in those holes with my silicone mat and my hot glue gun. We paint them with Rich Black by Folk Art, and that is a chalk paint as well. And to add a little bit more definition to those hats, I take my beadboard, I take a little detail brush, and I just go around the edges. I just think it like made the hats pop instead of it just being so like black, orange. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to continue to do that for both of the hats. Then we're going to take some jute cord. And I love the way this looked because it was all like curly. And we are going to hot glue those across our hats. Had a little bit more detail to these little witch jack-o'-lanterns. Then I'm going to make a finger, and then I'm going to make a finger bow. Easy peasy, squishy. We're going to attach those to the left and right sides of our hats. And then we are going to attach our hats to the top of our jack-o'-lanterns. There we go. See how the white just kind of pops? Really shows like the shape of the hat. All right, now we're going to take our sign, and these seriously fit in perfectly on the little round edges, right? Look at how perfect. Then I get my my vinyl. This actually sized up perfectly. And if y'all know where this quote came from, drop it down in the comments. It's one of my favorite movies to watch during the fall season. There's a little witch in all of us. Love that movie. But anyways, you guys, that is it for this DIY. I think it is super cute, super chic. I love the little jack-o'-lantern witches. I think it's so cute. I do like the antiquing around the edge. I think it looks really good. You guys, I hope you love this video. Make sure to check the playlist down in the description box along with all the links that I left to the creators that inspired me this month. I hope you have a good one. Bye. I forgot. Okay. If I smile, you can't see it. Okay. Okay. Why would you want to do that? Does it even give you volume? Needless to say, we probably don't need to do that ever again. Good thing. That's why I'm so football, bonfires, rainy days, pumpkin spice, hay rides, and coziness. Hey everyone! What? Okay. Hey there, hi there. Hey there, hi there. Hi there, ho there. I don't even know if that's a thing. Okay. Hey, that was pretty good. All right, she's out.